We just finished grading 10,000 car dealerships across the country. Every single one scored on transparency, fees, and how they actually treat buyers.
I've seen some numbers in my day, but some of these numbers are just so unbelievable. I mean, 43 years in the car business, never seen numbers like this.
Today, in this video, we're going to break down the 10 worst car dealers in the United States of America. And Dad, you're not going to like what you see at number one.
Well, it's got nothing to do with what I like. They're not going to like being number one.
Okay, Pops, before we get into this, let's explain how this works. None of this is opinion. This is all data and fact based. The Dealer Transparency Index is a project from CarEdge that we've been working on for about a month now. And it's interesting timing because the FTC just sent a letter to 97 dealerships talking about how they need to advertise transparent prices. Here's the deal, Dad. We've contacted tens of thousands of car dealers trying to buy cars from them over the past couple of years. And every single dealership, we grade them based on how transparent they are, if they add dealer add-ons, if they do markups, if their doc fee is similar or different from what's average in their area, or if they lie or cheat on the actual quality of the data that they provide, aka not explaining what fees they charge. This is how we've measured all of these dealers, the best and the worst in the United States of America.
Makes perfect sense to me. You want the price breakdown to be as transparent as possible so that you can understand what it is that a dealer is trying to get you to sign up for.
All of this data, to be clear, is available back at caredge.com/dealer-ratings. Dad, number 10 on the list is going to be Chevrolet of Culver City. Now, here's the deal. We contacted Chevrolet Culver City, which is a California car dealership, on a 2020 Chevrolet Bolt EV. You can see this up on your screen right now. And Dad, the reason they're coming in at the number 10 spot, not only did they add $3,890 in accessories on a $12,000 used car, this is California, and they're not breaking out their doc fee, which is capped at $85. Instead, they've just bundled everything into $608.25 of fees. This is number 10 on our worst dealers list. Their grade, Dad, just for context here, out of a score of 100, this particular dealership scored a 36.
Well, 36, it's better than scoring a 30, I suppose. But, this is a perfect example of why every fee needs to be broken out. And that's what transparency is, breaking out every fee and every charge.
And obviously, Dad, $4,000 in add-ons on a $12,000 car, that is absolute insanity.
What accessories are those on a $12,000 car?
There's another reason why this dealer is number 10 on our list. Okay, Pops, let's jump over to number 9 on our list. We're out of the state of California, and now we're in Marietta, Georgia. Marietta Auto Sales coming in at the number 9 spot. We've got a quote here for a 2025 Chevrolet Equinox EV. You can see the MSRP, $24,719. The dealer's giving you some savings, but then here we go. We've got $2,000 for a protection package. Then we've got $2,000 in state taxes and fees. Then $1,099 administrative fee, an out-of-state tag fee, and an ETR fee. Dad, this one's got fees everywhere. Also, another reason why it's number 9 on our list, this is a used vehicle with almost 26,000 miles on it. I hate when dealers put MSRP for the first line item. It's not MSRP. This is a used car.
Indeed, it's a used car, and transparency would be, it would explain exactly what the protection package is and exactly what the administrative fee is. And well, it's explaining neither.
This dealership, by the way, scored 35, yet another F grade here in the Dealer Transparency Index. Now, at the number 8 spot, we're still in Marietta, Georgia. So Godspeed to those of you who need to buy a car in Marietta, Georgia. This is ALM Marietta. This is for another used vehicle, a 2023 Audi Q5. Here's the out-the-door worksheet from this dealership, Dad. We've got that selling price. So again, a little bit better in this case. It's no longer the MSRP, but at the selling price. Then you've got the $2,000 Motor Trend certification, the $699 window tint clear shield, the $999 paint and fabric protection. Registration fee seems reasonable at $25. Yeah. The electronic filing fee at $295, and then obviously the dealer doc fee all the way down there at $1,000, $995. Dad, this particular dealership scored a 34.5 out of 100. And obviously, you can see why.
But at least, Zach, they explained what all the charges were. because everybody's after that Motor Trend certification. And who doesn't want window tint for $700 and, well, paint and fabric protection for $999?
At the number 7 spot, Dad, we're leaving Georgia and headed to Arizona. Burge Toyota coming in at the number 7 spot. You can see here we've got an out-the-door worksheet for a 2025 Toyota Prius. Now, again, this vehicle's got 4,668 miles on it, but that's not stopping this dealer, Dad, from adding $6,000 worth of add-ons to the vehicle, 6,740 to be exact. We've got a certification fee on a vehicle that they're pretending to sell new, maybe used, very unclear. We have the Toyota Care Plus, we have GAP, and we have the TFS Platinum Warranty. Oh, and then other fees down at the bottom for $993. Burge Toyota, Dad, gets a score of 34.1 out of 100. He's surprised with this worksheet to see it come in at number 7.
Well, am I surprised that on a 4,700-mile car that there's a certification charge? Well, apparently they're selling it as a used car. But yeah, that takes a lot of gumption to add the Toyota Care, the GAP, and then an extended warranty for $2,500. Especially when the FTC says when you advertise a price, that has to actually be the selling price, not the, well, why don't you just come on in price?
Now, Dad, at the number 6 spot, we're making our way to Florida. It took a minute here. I thought we'd be in Florida earlier in the top 10 list, but don't you worry, Floridians. The first 5 on this list have a lot of F connections, a lot of Florida connections. We are now, Dad, at Toyota of North Miami, a score of 34.1 here, so a tie between them and Burge Toyota in Arizona. Here's an example of an out-the-door quote we got from this dealership on a 2023 Toyota Tacoma, $30,998 selling price. We've got the government fees. Okay, we can't really be too hassled by that. We've got the dealer doc fee of $1,000, the electronics registration fee for $500, the TNM reconditioning fee for $2,000. And Dad, one of the things I love most about this worksheet, it doesn't mention the mileage of the vehicle anywhere on here. So good luck trying to make sense of this.
Yeah, don't know if it's new, don't know if it's used. Don't know why government fees are so high, and what are the government fees? And then, well, why is it $499.50 to do the electronic registration fees? Yeah, this is the type of stuff that drives customers crazy.
All right, folks, we're staying in Florida, and this time going to Tampa. Brandon Hyundai getting in on the fun, Dad. A score of 34 for this particular dealership. Now, the quote that you're looking at here, this is on a brand new 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe. And first thing going through your mind might be, whoa, look at that. We're getting a heck of a discount. It's a big discount. But then, Dad, we have the dealer installed options. We have the dealer fees of $1,209, but then also the doc fees of $1,298, and then the doc stamp tax, and then the ultimate selling price, obviously, significantly higher after all of those discounts. Dad, this one's showing up at number 5 on our list. There's a lot of data quality issues here with this one.
Yeah, and a lot of unexplained fees, to say the least.
Now, Dad, we have to make our way to the great state of New Jersey. You know what happens in New Jersey, Dad? Lots of fees.
Yeah, I was going to say nothing good, and I live here, so I should know.
Dad, Metro Honda coming in at the number 4 spot. They get a score of 30.2 in the Dealer Transparency Index. And you can see here a quote on a used 2023 Honda Pilot. Now, Dad, when I zoom in here, you can see we've got the selling price, obviously, but then the Honda certification is a $2,000 add-on, and PDSI is a $600 add-on, and then obviously that doc fee of $800 as well. Not a surprise, Dad, to see, and we've contacted this dealership for many vehicles. They do all sorts of games like this every single time.
Yeah, the one thing that I've noticed so far is that every one of these dealerships has a veritable poop ton of unexplained high-priced fees. Really kind of interesting.
Oh, it's interesting. And it's also, quite frankly, in our opinions, something you can avoid and should avoid, because a lot of dealers don't do this. Now, Dad, the top 3, we're back in the great state of Florida. This is Honda of the Avenues. Now, Honda of the Avenues, Dad, they get a score of 30 out of 100. And that's because on this quote, for a 2026 Honda Prelude, we have obviously an MSRP of $43,195. They show it as market value selling price, but it's a new car, so that's the MSRP.
Yes.
Then you've got a $14,995 Honda protection package. And not even get to the fact that their dealer dock fee is $898, which is actually $100 below the average in the state of Florida. So, like, kind of good for them. But a $15,000 add-on, Dad, this is absolute lunacy.
That's kind of crazy. I would really be interested as to what is included in that Honda protection package on those. Well, a Prelude. They don't sell at all. I believe in the month of February, Honda sold 229 Preludes nationwide.
Yeah, they're not moving, folks. What the
No.
heck are they doing? Now, Dad, let's make our way to another store in the great state of Florida. That would be Nissan of Cape Coral. Now, Dad, when we contacted Nissan of Cape Coral, we contacted them for a 2024 Kia Telluride with 28,000 miles on it. And look at this. Again, market value selling price. So that's actually good instead of calling it the MSRP. But now we've got a recon fee for $1,301.56. That is oddly specific. A certification fee for $2,495, and then the dealer dock fee of $1,299, not to mention the fact that there's an additional $601 in taxable fees that are estimated. Dad, this is your number 2 worst dealer in the United States of America, a score of 29.2 on the Dealer Transparency Index.
You've got to work really, really hard to get a score that low, but bless their hearts, they were able to do it. And let me tell you why they have a recon fee of $1,301.56. Because if you make that number that specific, people tend to believe it's real.
Now, number 1, Dad, with a score of 26.1. And again, for those of you that have made it this far into the video, we're looking for fee transparency, add-on behavior, price accuracy, and data quality. This dealership, Dad, that would be South Atlanta Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. We have a quote from them for a 2022 used Ram 1500 with 60,518 miles on it. Now, the market value selling price for this vehicle, they said, was $38,991, which is eye-watering for a Ram 1500 that is 4 years old with almost 61,000 miles on it. You can see here, Dad, the South Atlanta Advantage package was added for $3,195. Nowhere is it explained what that actually includes. Then we have taxable fees of $299, the processing fee of $1,295, and then obviously the state fees there, which you can't do anything about. But Dad, this particular quote getting graded the lowest in the Dealer Transparency Index, and obviously it fits the theme. Lots of add-ons, lots of fees.
You look at this and you say to yourself, well, if there's a South Atlanta Advantage fee of $3,195, I wonder what they get in North Atlanta. This is lunacy. And this is why the FTC has sent the letters. This is why we exist, because we've been screaming for years that the way to do this is to actually quote the customer on the selling price of the vehicle what you can actually buy the damn thing for, as opposed to advertising it for $38,991 and then getting a worksheet that shows all this nonsense.
Absolutely. And it's a good reminder that you always negotiate the out the door price. You can get the out the door price for free, caredge.com/beta. We'll link to that in the description down below. We will actually contact the dealer for you and get the out the door price so you don't have to bang your head up against the wall doing that. And here's the thing, Pops. These are the 10 worst dealers out of the 10,000 that we've graded, but that means there are thousands of good dealers out there. And again, we've graded them all and given them grades from A to F. Now, if you want to see how your dealer in your area stacks up, go to caredge.com. Again, we've graded all of them. Just Google search CarEdge dealer ratings and reviews or go directly to the website. And next week, Dad, we're going to do the opposite video. We're going to talk about the 10 best dealers in America, the ones that have the highest transparency scores. So that's a good reminder to everyone. If you find this video useful, if you found it helpful, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and obviously leave a comment down below.
Yeah, and share it with your friends out there so they don't make the mistake of dealing with any of these 10 worst dealers in America.
In our opinion.
In our opinions.